Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Lenovo ThinkPad E16 Gen 2. This will be the Intel model. I'll show you how to get inside, access your speakers. So first thing, power down your computer through the start menu. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. This video is laid out like an owner manual or an instruction manual, and I'll guide you through the process of accessing your components. There are 7 captive screws in this bottom case. Captive screws means that you'll unscrew them fully, but they won't actually come out of the case. The case may rise up a little in the corners, but the screws themselves will stay in, so don't worry if the screws are not coming out. After unscrewing all 7 screws, you're going to take a small, flat, plastic pry tool and insert it at the seam of the bottom case in the computer near one of the back 2 corners. After lifting it up slightly from one of those 2 corners, you'll be able to proceed down here with another pry tool and get this section off and then start unclipping the rest of the bottom case. Once you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any assistance with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model computer, the E16, there will be a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies that I use, as well as all those replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. A computer is safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. This is your battery right down here. It's held down by these 3 screws near the red arrows, and it plugs into the motherboard here near the green arrow. To unplug it, you would simply pull it to the left out of that motherboard port. Keep in mind with any wires or cables in a computer, try to apply pressure to the wires as little as possible. Try just to grip the plug in the port. You don't want to pull the wires right out of the plug or damage it. You have this speaker here on the right side of my screen next to your CMOS battery, and a wire comes down here threaded through the case all down the bottom of my screen to the left speaker here. Now, this left speaker does not plug into the motherboard itself. It's just connected to the right speaker with this wire, and this right speaker plugs into the motherboard right here. Now, these speaker wires are extra fragile. Definitely do not pull on them. Just use your fingernails or a pry tool to go on either side of that plug and wiggle it out of that port if you're replacing your speakers. Also, these speakers are not screwed down. If you see these black rubber washers over these posts for sound insulation, they just wiggle right off if you're replacing them. One big word of caution: if you are replacing these, make sure you take a picture or you pause this video or do something so that you can run this wire exactly as it's supposed to be run in your model computer. If you don't, you could pinch it when you try to put your bottom case back on. Also, if you're replacing your speakers because you're having sound quality issues, if your sound is not consistent across different software or different programs, it may not be a speaker issue. It may be a system or a driver issue. Now, if your speakers just sound like junk every time the bass kicks in, then yeah, they're blown and you probably need to replace them. But if that's not the case, try making sure your system and your drivers are updated first before trying to come in here for an invasive repair like this. I will have a video up top, also below in the description. It'll be a tutorial showing you how to make sure your system and drivers are updated. And I guess as long as you're in the computer, if you would like help with performance or speed of your computer, consider upgrading your storage or your memory. At the end of this video, check out one of the 2 videos that pop up. It'll show you how to upgrade your memory and your storage. But that's it for this video, how to get inside your E16 and access your speakers.